G'day guys, if you missed out on buying XRP under $1, I'm going to give you a coin that was like buying XRP at 50 cents. And if you like the sounds of that, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Now, before I give you this coin, I want to talk about the XRP chart, because as a lot of you probably know, I was accumulating XRP in this range here. And why was I accumulating it in this range? Well, if we take a look, XRP was actually printing a descending triangle pattern. And when we got to the apex of a triangle is when we broke out. And we've been repeating this exact same pattern here. And we've seen the exact same thing repeat, where when we got to the apex of that triangle, we got a massive breakout into price discovery. Now, most of you know that I was actually accumulating the majority of my XRP in this period here. So I was able to get a really good cost basis and an average price of around 50 cents. But ever since we broke out of this triangle pattern, we have now come up to the all-time highs again. And this isn't a price point that I would recommend accumulating XRP at. Now, in one of the crypto groups I'm in, a lot of people are buying XRP right now, and I don't recommend it. And I'm going to explain why. Because one of the reasons is the risk versus reward ratio of buying up at $3 versus buying down here is much different. Now, as a lot of you know, I've been extremely bullish on XRP for a very long time. When most people were calling it a shit coin, no one was interested in XRP. I was accumulating it because not only did I have inside information, but I've also seen the fundamentals and the partnerships constantly building over time. But why am I not buying XRP anymore? Well, it's all about the risk versus reward. So when we pull a Fibonacci extension, it actually gives us some price targets for XRP. Now, if we zoom out a little bit, it actually gives us our first price target. So it puts our first Fibonacci extension between about $12 and $13. So from current price, if we actually measure that out, if we were to do a full extension, that's only a 3x from here. Now, that's a lot different to at my 50 cents where I was accumulating. That's a 27x. So for me, having my cost basis at 50 cents, reaching that first target puts me to 27x of my initial investment, while the people who accumulate now are looking at only a 3x return. Now, because of a suppression in the last bull run, because of the SEC lawsuit, I actually believe that XRP is actually going to outperform a full extension because it was suppressed so heavily, and it's going to make up for a lot of the gains that actually missed out on the last cycle. And my price target is actually up here around $20. Well, even from today's prices, if you were buying XRP right now, you're only looking at about a 5x return, which is barely anything, versus me when I was accumulating. I'm looking at a 42x, getting upwards close to that 50x mark. So you can see how big of a difference it makes having that cost basis at 50 cents where mine is versus having that cost basis at $3. Now, I was telling everyone in Solana the exact same thing. So I remember around here when everyone was talking about Solana, no one was interested in XRP. I was doing some simple technical analysis of it, and I was telling people that Solana's already had its big move and that we should be looking at coins like XRP, and this was when it was back at that range. Well, what happened? Solana made a move from that zone, a rough move of around 50 to 100%, while XRP did about a 5 to 10x return. And the same way you want to be investing at these coins that are further behind in their cycle, I'm now going to give you the exact same advice that I told people who were buying Solana here, and I told them to buy XRP. I'm now going to give you the same advice for people who are buying XRP, and that's that you want to get in these coins early because the multiples just are nowhere near as high. So I'm going to give you one coin that's like buying XRP under $1. And that coin is actually Constellation Network DAG. So this coin only has a market cap of 220 million. So it's extremely small market cap, priced at about 7 cents a coin. Now, one of the things I like about this coin is it's actually partnered with the United States government. The US Air Force is actually using this coin right now, and it's been adopted. So this coin is extremely undervalued. It's a utility coin that's providing a real world use case and is being utilized by the US military. And I believe buying Constellation DAG right now is like buying XRP below 40 cents. Now, we're going to break down the chart for this coin. So I'm going to do some basic TA for you guys. Let me just get this how I want it. So we can see we had pretty much an descending level of resistance here. Well, what happened? We finally broke out of that resistance and we've actually formed a rounded bottom here almost. And we can kind of draw a line of a very key level of support here. So you can see this was a key level back here and it's been tested multiple times. So we can very clearly see that that is a bottom. Now, what are we doing now? Well, we've actually seen a breakout of our accumulation zone if we zoom in. So we got this breakout and now we've just had a retest and we're looking to get that next leg higher. And what I would actually be looking for in the short term would be a run up to this level here. And I'm actually going to draw a box, because it's kind of a zone. And the level I'd be looking at is right here in my blue box, where I'd be looking for DAG to come up to potentially that 13 cents level, maybe have a bit of a rejection before finally flipping it into support and putting those next legs higher in the market. But what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to pull some Fibonacci extensions, and it's going to give us some price targets for this coin. So let me just reduce this a little bit. Now, when we pull our Fibonacci extension, it actually gives us a full extension of around almost $2. So when we work that out from current price, a full extension is actually a 23x from current price. Even some of these lower targets, that's a 20x, a 14x, even if we were just to see the first target of a 1.618, you're looking at almost a 9x, which is going to massively outperform all of our targets for XRP. And that's why I say buying DAG is like buying XRP under $1, because in terms of how much percentage return on your investment you're going to get, you're going to make a lot more money investing in something like DAG than you are in something like XRP. Now, I want to take a look at the total market cap for crypto, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I want to give you guys a little bit of a market update, because a lot of people have been showing a lot of fear in the market. But right now, all we've done is we've pretty much come up and we've retested the previous all-time high. And I believe that it's once we actually get above this box here and we flip it into support that we're going to get that big move into price discovery. And this is when our altcoins are going to absolutely rip. Because if we look at history, what happened the last time we actually got above the previous all-time high? Well, once we got above that level, that's when your altcoins absolutely skyrocketed. And we had a retest before putting in that final leg higher. Once we get above this level, I'd be expecting a very sharp move to the upside. Then we could see a bit of a correction before getting a final push higher in the altcoins. And when we take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, we can see this very clearly as well. So when we take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, we can see that we were holding this upwards level of support here. But what have we seen? Well, we actually broke down for the first time of that support, and we're now retesting the top of that as a level of resistance. And what I'm expecting this to start is our first downtrend. And as the Bitcoin dominance moves down, this is when your altcoins are going to absolutely skyrocket as the money flows out of Bitcoin into your higher cap altcoins like Ethereum, and then down into your smaller cap altcoins. And this is when the majority of money is going to be made in the cycle during this move down and this collapse in Bitcoin dominance. And how was I actually able to call the top of the dominance? Well, we actually pulled a Fibonacci from our high to the low, and it came up exactly to the Fibonacci golden pocket. And this is how I was able to call a top exactly at 60%. Now, with these golden pockets, this is typically the level that price will like to come up to before continuing down on a downtrend. And it almost acts as a magnet for price. But what this is suggesting to me that we're likely going to see a continuation of that downtrend as the Bitcoin dominance breaks down. And I believe that we could actually put in new all-time lows, fall below this level here, which is when your altcoins are going to absolutely explode and people are going to become extremely rich from crypto. But that's pretty much all I've got for today's video. So if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you'd like some one-on-one coaching with me to learn how to trade or how to invest, message me on either Instagram or Twitter. And if you'd like to purchase my top 10 picks for 2025, the coins that I believe will be the most profitable and make you the most amount of money this cycle, you can just click on the link below. And if you'd like to sign up for a reliable exchange, you can get started with Binance and get 20% off all trading fees. And for Australian users, you can sign up for CoinSpot and get a $10 bonus if you use my referral link. But besides that, I'll see you guys next time.
Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't ever say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novogratz say we have bottomed out, Novogratz is bullish. Bottomed out, don't ever rise is bearish.
Bearish target 13 times though.
Novogratz is bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon.